Okay, she's running. So, John, what is your most memorable part of this visit, of this trip?
Well, I suppose it's got to be the first night in the hotel in Hong Kong. That was just the funniest thing I've ever experienced.
You're not going to tell that story, are you?
Yes, I am.
No, don't be so cruel. That's so wicked. No.
It was hilarious.
What is my mom going to say? Anyway, go ahead. Okay.
So we get into a mucho expensive restaurant. What am I talking about? A hotel in Hong Kong. And of course it's overlooking the park, and it's called the Park Lane Hotel. And I thought it would be a nice way to start off the holiday before we get into real China, you know, squat toilets, dirty streets and all that. Stay in a very luxury hotel. Anyway, this room was so tiny you couldn't even swing a cat in it, let alone a rat or anything like that. It was minute, so you could barely move. I mean, Gerrit and I, because we are somewhat circumference challenged.
Thank you.
We couldn't pass each other in the hallway of this thing without getting stuck and having to unstuck each other as we walk past. Anyway, so the two beds are separated by the tiniest bedside table you've ever seen. I think the thing was about large enough to get one slipper onto it, or a packet of cigarettes, or not that I'm smoking anymore. Stop.
Or less.
Anyway, shut up. So anyway, so it's sort of, there's not that much distance between the two of us. So I go into the bathroom, I'm cleaning my teeth, I walk back into the bedroom, and my dear friend is snoring, and snoring so loudly that the walls of the room are moving in and out as he's breathing. He's sort of going, and I think to myself, fuck my black dog, I'm not going to be able to sleep with this. So I get into bed and I put the lights off, and it's so loud, I'm getting irritated. And of course I had a very, very long flight. And you know what it's like when you're extremely, extremely tired. You're so tired that you can't really sleep.
Now, you remember that, just for you folks, I had a 36-hour flight, you know. Just came back from... And
excuse me, this is my video diary, not yours.
Yeah, but I have to justify, you know.
I'm presently talking. Anyway,
okay.
So I get fed up with this, and so I reach under my head and get one of my pillows and put it over one of my ears. That doesn't really work. So I grab the pillow and I hit Gerrit. So all that happens, he goes, and turns over. So 2 minutes later, he's still snoring like a bloody rhinoceros on steroids. And so I grab the pillow and I hit him again. He just turns over and he continues to snore. So I'm getting really irritated by this stage. So I grab the pillow and I hit him again with it. And so all he does is turn over and go. By which time I'm so furious by this snoring that is keeping me awake in my luxury hotel room. So I turn the lights on, pull back my duvet cover, swing over the side of the bed, feet on the floor, and I grab the pillow with both hands, and I stand up and I bring it crashing down on his body.
On his dear friend, Gerrit.
Yes, on my dear friend Gerrit, sort of like this, with anger and aggression. Thump!
Who he loves very, very much and dearly.
Excuse me, who's interrupting? So I crash this pillow right down on him as hard as I can, and he just goes, and I think to myself, well, there's absolutely nothing I can do. He is dead to the world. He's just going to snore from here to eternity. So I get back, swing my legs back over into bed. I'm about to turn the lights off, and all of a sudden Gerrit sits up in bed and says, "Oh, someone's trying to attack me! Someone's trying to attack me!" And he falls out of bed and hits his head on the bedside table. At which point I burst out laughing, and I looked at him and said, "No one's trying to attack you. I hit you with a pillow." He said, "Why did you do that? I hit my head, it hurts." At which point I start laughing even more, and this is the most hilarious thing that I've experienced on this holiday so far. So anyway, that's it folks, that's what happened in the hotel room in Hong Kong. And so did you enjoy that story, Gerrit?
No, my head still hurts.
That was 6 weeks ago.
Yes, and?
Yes, and.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Anyway, goodbye lovely people, this has been the video diary of John, still in China on Hainan Island, in a place called Sanya, which they say is the Hawaii of China. Bye bye.